Hello and good morning. Welcome back to Move It Sister. I'm Pam Sano. I'm the founder of Fit at 55 and I'm your host for this workout series. So happy that you joined me today. Took a week off last week and I'm ready to get back to it today. Well, kind of ready. I am not 100% today. I don't know what's going on. I'm just feeling a little shaky and wobbly. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move it anyway, which is, as it turns out, the name of my next workout series that I'm going to be starting later this week. I was thinking last week as I was traveling for the last 2 weeks, and it is definitely harder for me to fit in my workouts when I'm traveling. Most hotels that I stay in have a fitness room, some don't. But sometimes the equipment is being used and et cetera, et cetera. Sometimes it doesn't work. So and I was thinking to myself, okay, no excuses. Take out all the excuses. So that's where I came up with the move it anyway. Now I'm not talking about, if you just have surgery or if you're, traveling to the moon with Elon Musk. Sometimes there are situations where you really can't work out. But when we're not feeling good, or what's the number one, what do you think the number one reason why that we use for why we can't work out? It is, I just don't have time, which is, I know we're all busy. We have busy lives. We have commitments, we have work, we have family, but you've always got a few minutes to squeeze in here or there. When you're making dinner, you can do some countertop push-ups. You can do some calf raises. You can work on your balance. There's just a few minutes here and there throughout the day. You'd be amazed at how powerful that is. So anyway, so that is going to be the focus of my next workout series, Move It Anyway, because sometimes we just don't feel like it, but we got to do it anyway. Okay, enough talk. Today we're going to work on lower body strength, and we're going to focus on movements that will help improve our balance, our stability, mobility, and just real world day-to-day functional strength. So these are the muscles that are going to help you, get up off the floor, climb stairs, lift and carry things, all the things that we do on a daily basis. So grab some water, clear a little space, and let's get moving. So we're going to start with some marching in place. And I am not wearing shoes. I'm just in my socks today. I don't think that'll be a problem, but depending on where you are, you may or may not want to have shoes on, or I guess you could go barefoot. It's only one thing I can think of looking at my moves we're going to do that might be a little tricky, but I'm just going to go with it. All right, let's do a few more seconds, and then we're going to do some side step. Just getting loosened up, getting our moving. All right, let's do some side steps. So we're just going to step to the side, touch, and then back. You should feel this in your glutes and your hips. You can swing your arms if you want. I may or may not have a four-legged furry workout partner join me. She's in the room. We'll see if she comes over to join me or not. Okay, let's do some hip circles. So stand feet about hip width apart. We're just going to make some big circles with our hips. She's watching. She's definitely interested. But so far, she's just an observer. Oh, spoke too soon. Here she comes. All right, let's reverse direction. Well, hello. This cat has got the most personality of any cat I've ever known. She's just so lovey. Hello. Oh, it looks like she wants up. Can you wait just a few minutes? All right. Let's call them up. Let's get right into the main workout. So we're a few squats, So feet about hip width apart. Come on, come on. All right, I can squat with you. And so we're just gonna squat, just like you're sitting down in a chair. And if you've been watching me for a while, you've probably heard me, I think that's 5, quote this statistic, or I don't know if it's a statistic, more like just a factoid. I think that's 8, let's do 2 more. That getting up and doing 10 squats every is more powerful. It does more for your fitness than walking 10,000 steps a day. So remember that. Hello, baby. Okay, can you get down now? I have to go. All right, let's do some lateral walks. And you can use, I'm going to use a resistance band for this. You don't have to. I'm just going to put it around my knees. See if that stays. That should be good. So we're going to do just like it sounds. We're just going to sidestep. And then what I want you to do is go bring your foot behind and then front. And I did not leave myself enough room. So let me start that again. So we're going to sidestep, come behind, sidestep, front. Behind, front. Behind, front. Behind, front. This is good for your hips and glutes, especially if you do use the resistance band. Starting to loose, starting to slip, so I'm going to pull it back up. Okay, let's go back. And let's move on to the next one. So we can get rid of the resistance band. Put that aside. Let's grab some water since we're stopped. And next, let's do some calf raises. These are really good, obviously, for your calves, but also good for balance. So we're just going to go up on our balls of our feet and back down. And this is what I'm talking about. This is where you can, you're cooking dinner, you're, I don't know, watching TV, whatever. Throw a few of these in. Okay, a couple more. Next up, let's do some standing knee drives. So what I want you to do is we're going to elbow to opposite knee, but we're really going to drive it. This is a really good core and ab workout. I'm not really counting or timing today. I guess we're just going to do it for a while and then move on. It's just that kind of day. Sort of unstructured, structured, but unstructured. It's just a weird day. Sometimes you just don't really feel like yourself. You don't feel sick, but just, I don't know. I didn't get much sleep while I was on the road. I never sleep very well in hotels, so I think maybe that's just catching up to me. I'm just kind of tired and kind of low energy, I guess is the best way I can describe it. All right, let's do some clock taps. And what I mean by this is we're going to sort of make the symbol of a clock. So we're just going to go front, side, back, starting front, side, back, center. This is also, it's good for your hips. It's a good hip opener. It's also a good balance workout. I read another factoid about our balance. You've probably noticed your balance is not as good as it used to be, but that doesn't mean that it has to be that way. Okay, let's switch feet. Balance, like anything else, I forgot to go to center, front, out, back, center. Just like anything else, you can work on improving it. It just takes some time and some patience. And again, you can work on it pretty much any time of the day. If you're sitting, if you're watching TV, get up and do some balance work. That's my challenge for you this week. As you're going about your daily life, think about, okay, what could I do here? What kind of exercise, what kind of movement could I fit in here? Could I do some squats? Could I do some countertop push-ups? Whatever it is. Some movement is always better than no movement, right? Okay, let's do, where are we at? Side leg lifts. So just like it sounds, we're just going to balance on one leg and raise the other leg out to the side. Hold for a few seconds and then back. And try to maintain your balance using your muscles, your core, your legs. Try to resist the temptation of grabbing onto something. Now, don't fall over. Don't want any injuries, but try if you can. And I'm sure you've heard me say this before too, but wobbling is just your body's way of learning, adapting, and getting stronger. So if you do wobble a little bit, tell yourself, hey, I'm getting stronger. Don't tell yourself, oh, I can't hold my balance. Tell yourself, my body is learning. We have to reframe things wherever we can. Okay, a couple more. Okay. Let's do some side lunges. And this is where having socks only might be a little tricky, but we're going to try it. Okay. Going to try and keep in frame and also work around the cat because the cat rules cannot make a cat move, right? Okay. So we're going to step to the side and then lunge. Step to the side, lunge. You should feel this in your quads, your groin, your calves, and your glutes. Again, really, just a really good lower body strengthening workout. All right, let's do a couple more. We'll do a quick cool down and we'll get on with our day. All right, one more. All right, how are you feeling? I'm sweating a little bit. I mean, this is a good workout. So you can do this all over again. You can do, another set of reps on all of these, or you can do it later today, come back to it tomorrow, whatever floats your boat. Actually, maybe skip a day, target your arms tomorrow, give your lower body a rest. Okay, we're gonna do some quad stretches. So grab right ankle with right hand until you get a nice stretch. Switch legs. See what I mean? I'm very wobbly today. Yeah, just really lightheaded. Ooh, I don't know what's going on with me. We'll do a couple more. Find that equilibrium. I think I finally found it. All right, one more each side. Then we'll do some hamstring stretches and a figure 4 stretch. And we'll shut it down. All right, let's do some hamstring stretches. So right leg forward or left, doesn't matter. And just keep it straight and pitch forward at your hips until you feel a nice gentle stretch in your hamstring. And switch legs. I just realized I'm not sure if I selected the right microphone for this live session, so I hope I'm recording. If not, I always do a backup recording with my phone, so if you can't hear me, I'll just upload that one. And even if you can't hear me, you can always follow along. In fact, some might say that it's actually a benefit not to hear me. I don't know too many people that would say that, but there are probably some. Okay, last one on each side. And switch. All right, let's do a figure 4 stretch. So you can either do this standing or you can do it lying down. Let's try it standing first. So we're just going to put our right ankle, left knee, and just kind of lean forward. Till you get a nice stretch. You should feel it in your hips, your glutes, and your groin. Yeah, might be a little too wobbly to do this today. I might have to do it on the ground. Or just hold on to something. Okay, there we go. All right, let's do a couple more. Get a nice stretch. And back up. Oh, I'm so dizzy. Ooh. Okay, last one. Okay. Last one. Make it a good one. Nice deep stretch. Ooh, okay, I don't know if you can see me shaking or not, but I am. Okay, anyway, thanks for joining me today. I'm so glad we did this, even though it wasn't my best effort today, but you know what? I just did it anyway, and I feel good about that. Might not have been the best workout I've ever done, but it was a workout. And like I said, like I always say, some movement is better than no movement. Having a strong lower body is not just about looking or, feeling fit. It's actually about functional strength. It's about maintaining the freedom to get up easily, to climb up and down stairs easily, to travel comfortably, and basically just to stay independent for as long as we can. So thanks again for spending time with me. If you enjoyed today's workout, give it a like, share it with a friend, and I will see you next week for another Move It Sister workout. Until then, keep it moving. Move it anyway. I'll see you soon. Bye.